think a lot of people don't understand what being truly rich actually means. And what I mean by that is when people think about the word rich, they immediately think of money, they think of wealth, they think of status and being at the top, being in control. And what I'm here to say is change the way you think about being rich. Think about the moments you are happy in. This is the number one question you ask yourself in any type of self improvement, any type of motivation, any type of way to get better is view it as think about the times when you were happy. Why were you happy in those moments? Reflect on those moments, and you're going to find that a lot of them come from the truly meaningful things in life, like relationships, like love, like uh, moments when you're feeling present, you're being yourself, you're with the people you love. Not when you, not when you pushed all that aside and got this job you wanted, or when you got this amount of money. When you die, you're not gonna think about all the money and job and status you had. You're gonna think about the people you love, the experiences you had, the moments of happiness you felt, and that most of the time relates to the relationship, like what I was talking about, the people you love. And this doesn't mean don't get money. Money is an important thing that keeps balance and helps you live a life you want to live, but don't let it control you over more important things, because you're going to want to keep those things closer to your life than money and status, because that's what is going to consume you and cause you to make bad decisions and push away the truly important things in life. And so when you look back at those moments and you realize that a big conceptualizing word for all of that is love. Your relationships, the loved ones, the memories you had with them. That's what you're gonna think about when you're about to die. That's like, or yourself too. How much did you love yourself? How much did you grow as a person? What did you do for others? All very important factors that shouldn't be pushed aside by being rich or being at a high status and in control. So when you look at that, differentiate those two aspects of rich. And being truly rich, you're it's all going to tie in to that love. So basically, don't let that that feeling of wanting to be in that status and that rich, don't let it pass in your priorities and shift your way of what you think is really rich, or to think what it is to be rich in life in general. That's because ultimately, like I said before, when you're dying, you're not going to think about that stuff. And that's a good way to view what you really like and what you really value and what your priorities are to think about what are you going to think about when you don't have much time to do what you want to do. When whatever you could be doing right now, what is it that you would want to be doing? And I guarantee you, 99% of the time, I don't think anybody who knows they have not much time left is going to want and build their status and money and push away all their loved ones and push away all what they value just so that they can go get some money and status. And that's the message I'm trying to relay is you don't need that type of stuff over what really matters. Don't get it twisted in saying you don't need money at all. You don't need a job. Obviously, you're gonna need to support your living and support those you love, help people out, but just to make sure it doesn't over jump what really is important. So then that's where you got to find out what is really important to you. What is it that you value and prioritize over other things. And it's when you get to that point, you ask yourself those questions. That's where you ask yourself where you're happiest. And it all traces back to what you truly want, what you really love. And that's what you want to keep above richness. And that's when you're going to realize, okay, I'm truly rich when this is what my life looks like. And then that's when okay, I'm going to be truly rich in life when this is what my life looks like. So I'm going to do a lot. I'm going to work hard to get my life to look like that. And that's the purpose of being truly rich and how it's important. And what I'm trying to stress and urge you guys to think of when you hear the word rich. And don't let that search for status and maybe you want somebody to look at you a certain way or think you are better in a way. Like, all of us are in the same boat. We're all imperfect. So don't try and compare yourself to become better than others. The only thing you can do, really, is to try and become better than what you were yesterday. So change your perspective to that way of thinking. Find what's truly rich in your life and implement it to your life so that you become truly rich and not the modern day definition of rich. So that's what I want to talk about today. And I know this is a little bit shorter video, but a quick topic I wanted to talk about. And yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow.